Hello and welcome. Today I'll be talking about what makes a good OC, how to draw a good OC or original character. If you notice, I've got a new microphone, so hopefully the sound quality is a bit better now. Let's begin. There are two different kinds of original characters. One is the actual original character because you invented it yourself and it's also in a story that belongs to yourself. And then there's what most people would also call an OC or fan character. That's if you have a book or a TV series or a movie and you are creating a character that would fit into that story. Well, what could you do to make your OC realistic and likable and pretty? First of all, give them a realistic background story. Don't make it too dramatic. Make sure it fits into the story, especially if it's not your own story, because all the rules have already been set, and your OC should be able to live in that world. By not being too dramatic, I think everyone has an OC that has a bit of a bad backstory. It's a phenomenon everyone knows, I think. But don't overdo it. Don't make it too violent or gory, because honestly nobody wants to see that. It's just sad and depressing to see your OC suffering like that. And on the other hand, don't make them too powerful either. That's what you would call a Mary Sue. That's when they are friends with absolutely anyone and they can do whatever they want. They have all the magic powers that exist. Nobody wants to read that, because in reality people aren't like that. So make them a normal human being, or not human if they're, I don't know, a pony or a hedgehog. Give them some flaws. Give them a family, friends to interact, and not just, everyone loves me because I'm so great. They won't be very popular, even though you might want to have a very strong OC, but honestly, rather stick to realistic measures. Well, the next is, how do you design a good OC? I'd say don't use too many colors, stick to a rather simple color palette. In my case, Kalina has mostly blue clothes and brown hair, and she's almost always wearing something blue and not rainbow colors and bright neon orange or highlighter yellow. It might be nice if you try Photoshop for the first time and you use the entire color wheel, but it's not nice to look at for a while. So it's really too much. Don't do that. Make them a bit calm, and don't put on too many accessories either. They can have piercings or tattoos or bracelets, but not like their entire arm is full of bracelets, or they have huge earrings all over the ears or something. It should not distract from the character, and if it doesn't serve any purpose, if they're wearing like huge shoes that they can't walk in, then why even do it? Just because it looks cool. They can't interact with anyone if they can't move properly, so let them wear something that is realistic and that is not harming them or preventing them from acting normally and moving normally. Give your OC a recognizable shape and keep them consistent. If, for example, they have a certain hairstyle, try not to make them go to the hairdresser or change the hair color in every other panel. And they don't have to wear the same clothes every time, because who does that? But give them a certain outfit or style that they like, and this character likes to wear skirts, and then you see even if it's just a tiny thumbnail, you will recognize your OC, or other people will recognize your OC. If you're not so good at making your own art, what I've seen a lot is recolors, especially in fan characters, for example, the cliche Sonic the Hedgehog fan characters. Just taking a pre-existing picture and changing the colors is not really creative at all, and you're kind of stealing the art that someone else made. Try to avoid that. I mean, you could do it to practice, for practicing, but don't publish it and say it's entirely your creation, because it clearly isn't. And if you want to use bases, some people do that. They draw the outline of a person or an animal and say everybody can use that base. Use it as a reference, draw over that base and not just color it in blinding bright pink and draw on some eyes. Try to work with the base and not just stick stuff on it. And please give credits to the artist, because it's not your base. And yeah, but I'd say it's better you try to draw everything yourself, even if it might not look the way you want it at first, but that's the way you get better. And practice is the only way to get good at art. So I hope I've covered everything. If you've got any questions, or if you notice I've missed anything, then please tell me in the comments, and I think I'm gonna make another video sometime later. But so far I think that's everything I've got to say about OCs. Oh, and by the way, the people you're seeing in this video that are my original characters. But I think if you've seen some of my other videos, you might already know them. So thanks for watching. Bye!